gonna see some cats. We'll see some Pete's and hear some squeaks, so sit back and relax.
What? Kel. Kel. Kel's bells. Kel's bells. What are you smelling? What are you sniffing at? It's like there's something down here that's very of significant interest. I need to check it out a little bit more. Seems like it's an old piece of meat or meat byproduct. Very strange. Okay, well, I'll leave you to your investigation. She's just sitting there just snuffling at it. Okay, that sounds fun. It'd be like if you were in a restaurant and you just like looked over to the table next to you and there was a person sitting there and they had a sandwich and they're not really eating it. They're just kind of like gently licking and kissing the sandwich and then also whispering like, hello sandwich, and there's lick, hello sandwich. That's what that is. That would. And you're sitting there just like trying to enjoy your lunch, and then you're like, I don't know what to think about this person next to me. I'm not really entirely sure like what to like. Should I be alarmed? Is this person a threat? Or are they just like, this is who they are? Or maybe they're just having a day. You know, they're just having the time. They're going through a rough patch. Who knows? There's Allie. She's doing great. She's feeling good in the neighborhood. Okay, we got this guy right here. Nadel. Good old Nadel. I hope you don't mind that that's going to be a bit of the... I will say that this is going to be the matter-of-fact cast. Yes. And now he has tilted his head into a slightly upside-down fashion. We're just going to go around and take inventory. That's it. Okay? Because a lot of it's a little bit warm. It's not like hot, but there's like a nice breeze. The cats like are still kind of digesting the feed from the other day. It's snoozy warm. You know, if like you're ever in if you're in a meeting or you're in class and the temperature of the room is it's not uncomfortably hot. It's not. Maybe there's a fan, so like some white noise and maybe just a little bit of airflow, but then also the temperature is just a little bit higher. Just enough to make it cozy. That's what this is right now. And it's the first class after lunch, or the first meeting after lunch. So you're sitting in there, the lights have been dimmed. Someone is droning on about a PowerPoint presentation that you do not care about. Not in the least. So you're just like, stay awake. Hi. Hello. Hi, Melita. Hi, Melita. Hi, baby girl. Hey, sugar pie. Hello, sugar pie. Hi. Good girl. She's a good girl. Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy. What? whatever's happening with your ears, if there was like some seeds, maybe some of the whoa. Please don't project and blame me for. Okay. Greebles. It's the greebles. That's what's causing it, not me. Pretty pants. Prin's pants. Prin pants. She's a good girl. You know how sleepy everyone is. It is just yeah. Sleepy kitty. Sleepy Kitty Central. Here at Care. All aboard. The train to Snoozetown. Which I was looking up. I was looking up Amtrak routes yesterday, because you see those memes about just like this, you know, like this is how many passenger rail lines there are in Europe, and there's just lines all over the map of the European continent. You know, like, oh wow, look at that, and like here's the amount of passenger rail lines on the United States, and there's like just a handful of squiggles, and you're like, oh my gosh. Do you notice a difference? And then, like anything, you go I love going into the comment sections, because it's like you never know what gems you might find in any, even if it's like an innocuous kind of thing. And then of course, even that one, you go in there, and then people are like, I actually ride the railways quite frequently, or like, I'm actually an employee of such and such rail system, and this map is highly inaccurate. There's actually considerably more passenger lines in the United States. There's certainly not as many as there are in Europe, and of course, public transportation is lagging far behind in many other developed places in the world. But to say that there's no options, or to make it seem like there's such a limited number, is not telling the full story. So, and then with reading that, I'm just like, all right, well, let's take a look. And then I started looking up lines, and hi, and then seeing like if I wanted to get from Dallas to like as close to my home in Wisconsin as I could, what would that take? And I come to find out, like, I guess I would be able to get from Dallas to like a town that's an hour away from my hometown, place I grew up, Prairie. So I guess that they actually have trains stopping in La Crosse, Wisconsin, which is another it's another river town. And then the hoity-toity La Crossians. The hoity-toity La Crossians, they look down on Prairie. Yeah, no, but we're all part of the same river people. But the hoity-toity La Crossians, they think that they because Prairie's the town of like 6,000-7,000 people, and like, oh, La Crosse has got like, it's got like 50,000 people. Ooh. They have a mall. They have so many stoplights. I will say that, and it was an hour drive from Prairie to La Crosse, and like you drove along the Mississippi River, and you drove along like basically like one of the most beautiful stretches of the Mississippi River to get from Prairie to La Crosse, and just winding, like, because the bluffs on each side. So there's the river and then these big hills, like 300-400 foot tall hills on either side. I grew up in some pretty river country. It was pretty. Two different contextualized pretties there, by the way. For those keeping grammar points at home, I don't know what that score would be. But I guess, and this is, I started actually, I was looking like, okay, because it goes like from Dallas to, I think it's like straight shot from Dallas to either Chicago or Milwaukee. And I think that actually they do like some straight shot from, so you go like straight shot Dallas to Milwaukee, which takes like 22 or 23 hours. And then you go from Milwaukee to La Crosse, which takes maybe like 4 or 5 hours, something like that. And then you're there. Print pants. But then I was also looking up, they actually, and I didn't realize this, but they actually have things, and me, I'm probably talking about stuff that has been in practice for a long time. It's the same kind of thing as like, oh, like, did you know that they have boats that you can drive cars onto? Like, oh yeah, ferries have been around for a long time, Derek. What are you talking about? But I was like looking up stuff last night. I was looking up like they have like car train tickets where they'll designate some of the train cars. You can park your car into the train car, and then you just like ride the train as a passenger, you know, with like your meal services and stuff like that, as much, you know, like a normal train kind of thing. But then when you get to your destination, you wait for them to unload your car, and then you got your vehicle. And I'm just like, that's amazing. That's actually amazing. I actually think I might actually do that. I am no stranger to driving. I'm not. I have literally put hundreds and hundreds of thousands of miles onto vehicles. But there comes a point where I'm just like, you know what? I would like to be able to like travel. Someone else can have the stick for a bit. And then I was like thinking like, okay, yeah, you're on a train. I don't know, anyone that's ever ridden trains, and I'm not talking about just like, yeah, I drive trains off of Europe all the time. It's like, that's different standards. I've been on trains in other places, sure. What I'm talking about, like, okay, here in the States, in these continental United States, if anyone has any experience with passenger travel, long distances, I'd be interested to hear. Like, basically, like, was it worth it? Like, was there, because I'm even thinking like, well, the trip itself could be kind of an adventure. I've never taken a train ride before. Choo-choo. That sounds kind of fun. This guy with a hat, and he like goes walking around with like a hole punch, being just like, tickets please. And then be like, oh, here you go, here's my ticket. Or I got a QR code on my phone, and then I'm like, here, I hand him the phone, and he like still like punches a hole through it, and like he hands it back, and it's like, and I'm just like, that's trains. Yay trains. Hi bud. Hey bud. Good boy. Yeah, he's a good boy. Because I've been thinking about, well, I need to go and make a trip back up to Wisconsin. I haven't been to Wisconsin in a while. It's been a few years. I need to go visit my folks. And I generally like having my vehicle when I go there. It's like, okay, you can fly there, you can rent a car. Sure, I can do all that stuff. But a lot of times it's just like having my car. But then it's like, if you want to have your car, that means that you're going to have to, you know, you're going to have to do, oh cripes, what is it? Is it 15 hour drive, something like that? Again, doable, But do I want to? No. Am I conditioned to drive? Of course I am. Like, am I sick of driving? Yes. I drive so much. So much. An obscene amount. So then that's when I saw the thing, I'm like, oh my gosh, I could get a train, take my car, get within an hour drive of home, and I get to like experience, you know, the magic of passenger train travel. Oh boy. Are you gonna say no? Am I gonna get too close to your food, Boomer? Do I have permission? Hey. Okay. Boomer says no. Hi. Hi, potato. Hi, potato. Hi, potato head. Hi, potato head. Hi, big guy. Hi, Mr. Potato Head. Hey, potato. Hey, potato. He's potato head. Yeah, he's potato head. He's a potato head. Okay, so data that I'm looking for anyone that does have experience is quality of life factors. Okay, quality of life factors. How does train food compare to airplane food? Things like that. How do train seats compare to airplane seats? Ease of access, ease of movement. What sort of amenities are offered on trains? Are there what different types of train cars? Someone farted. Whoa! Was that you? Did you chew? Did you poo chew? Did you have a poo chew poo chew? Poo poo. Oof, I'm having to. It's like, because I filmed this one, you know, shortly after I got done filming the Tuesday one, and so still, you know, fighting whatever I'm fighting, infection, you know, something. I feel decent, but it's just, it's like I still just have, you know, the remnants of just blech. And again, it's like that thing where I don't have just constantly leaking nose, but just every once in a while, it's just like an intermittent, you know, like, oh, we're just going to make a bunch of we're going to just increase just the snot production. So I'm having to pause, basically just do like a bunch of like farmer, you know, nose blows. Just you plug one nostril and just, yeah. Which is super fun. All right. ZZ. Domino's car, little Domino's thing. But it's, you know, got that housing subdivision over there, which I will say, silver lining, which comes from increased population. You know, bunch of houses get built up over there. There's a bunch of houses that got built like literally just like a mile and a half that way. So then, you know, you start getting more delivery cars that are willing to make their way. Because there's a lot of times, oh boy, for the years, like places that would deliver over in Bridgeport, you know, they'd be like, "Oh, sorry, you're just outside of our area," and we're like, "Ugh." And then you fast forward, like after like a bunch of construction, and you're like, "Oh, what changed? You saw all them dollar bills you were leaving on the floor, huh? Ah, I see how it is." Which is a bunch of beans anyway, because we are really not that far out of town. We're really not. Just seems like we are, but we're not. Look at that. They were getting super into it. Bonding. Okay. Thank you for watching this episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. Hashtag Dorbist Award in the comment section below. Like and subscribe for all of your big cat goodness. And if you want to learn more about the facility around me, you can always visit the website KRescueTexas.com for more information. You keep them tigers fed. Big shout out to the extra fancy patrons. I see you. You are so fancy, and thank you so much for your continued support. We'll see you next time. All right, bye-bye.
Oh, there's a cat that loves to squeak. Oh, there's a cat. Oh, there are cats with cute little feet. So there are cats. Oh, there are cats with stripes and there are cats with manes. So let's watch as Derek walks around the compound tonight.